Hi everybody, it is Max. Macintosh is back again for another video. This week's video is going to be a speed build. It's a brown, suburban, old-fashioned-ish type house. I thought it looked really nice, so I thought I'd share it. It's quite different from what I normally do. The shape is quite unique, which I really liked, and I like the front windows on it, and I like that there's like a driveway with part of the house blocking off part of the driveway. It runs along the driveway at least. And I would like to apologize that I've missed out on a Monday or two for a second video in a week. I really liked what we were doing with that, but I recently started a new job, or a job because I didn't have one before, and it's just been hard trying to keep up with both, and while maintaining my sanity and being alright mentally, because I can't handle a lot. I get overwhelmed quite easily, so having a job kind of does it for me. But I will try my best still to get 2 videos out, but it's more than likely going to be 1 video a week from here on out. Something new in this video, if you watch till the end, is I have a new end screen picture. I recently created a new one to match the aesthetic on my channel, and I think it's a big improvement. I really enjoy how it turned out, and I really like how my icon and my end screen and my channel art all matches. I think it's really nice. This front window on the build is something I really enjoyed. It was kind of hard trying to roof it, but I think it turns out alright. It's different, for sure, having this little roof piece that's different from the main roof piece, but different's good. I enjoy the different, and it ended up looking good, I think. And it's fun to have those little window coverings over the windows. What are those called? Canopies, awnings, something like that. I think those are quite cute. I never used those objects, so that was fun. Oh, now that I'm seeing the windows here, there's a university windows and a cats and dog window. I don't remember all the packs I used. I'm not sure if I used more than cats and dogs and university. You know I like to do limited pack builds, because I feel bad using a lot of packs, because I feel like people can't use them, and I don't know, I just feel bad and I don't like to do that, so I try to limit them. So there isn't too many, but there are more than base game, unfortunately. Now here you can see for the garage door, or the faux garage door, because I didn't actually create a garage, because I can't be bothered to find a car and debug, and it just is wasted space. Like, why would I put a car in there when I could have more house? But the garage I used Get Together, I guess, so that's another pack. Apologies about that. But what I was going to say is, I really liked using this wallpaper to make a garage. I think it looked really nice. And these windows, I feel like, fit with the vibe. I think it's just quite cute. Looks a little old-fashioned to me personally. And I really like the old-fashioned look in everything. I'm kind of an old soul. I like old-fashioned furniture and this and that. And I like this old-fashioned vibe a little bit. And I put the planter boxes up there, which are quite cute. Kind of bothers me that they're uneven because the windows are different sizes, but forget about it. It doesn't really matter. And the driveway was a struggle because I couldn't find a concrete that matched the one with the red stripe on it, but I really wanted the red stripe on it to kind of define the space. So it is mismatched on the driveway, but that just builds character. I think it's still cute, not even worried about it. And the landscaping was quite difficult. I couldn't figure out what I wanted. I've kind of been struggling with landscaping lately. I just can't ever decide what I want to do, and I spend ages on it, and it's really not that creative in the end, which is a big bummer, but that's how it be. And it's not like it's bad or anything, it's just the landscaping is kind of boring. I don't like that very much, but that's alright. Not everyone can be super exciting. We need some more boring things in the world, I think, and I will provide for that, because I am pretty boring and plain. Not like that's a terrible thing to be, it's just how I am. I like plain things, plain foods, boring things. I just enjoy the simplicity of it all. Excitement is just too much for me. I'm not an excitable person. I don't have a lot of emotion. I don't express a lot of emotion, just like a normal amount, but I'm pretty tame, pretty calm. So it kind of goes with my vibe to have plain and simple landscaping. At least I say so. And that's all that matters, right? What I think of myself. Not what people say. You should only think about how you think of yourself and not worry about other people. I feel like people say that. That sounds like something I've been told in the past. But anyway, we used some of these trees that I don't use very often, but I think they were really cute, went with the vibe. I don't use them very often. I've been trying to use them more lately, actually. So I thought I'd bring them in here too. You can see the house next door is a previous build I've done that used the same trees, so kind of getting some use out of them. The floor plan was kind of tricky in this house actually, because originally to the right I wanted that to be the living room, and then I was going to keep the kitchen where I have it now, and then the other space was going to be a bedroom. And then I realized that doesn't really make sense to put the bedroom by the kitchen, because then it'll be loud and then you can't sleep if one of the people go to bed before the other. So then I ended up making this room the bedroom, but I wanted to make it a little bit smaller because it just didn't need to be that big. I changed the bathroom a little bit as well to compensate the new layout of the bedroom slightly. And then of course there is the other bedroom upstairs. So this house does have 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Not the biggest house in the world, but it's a good size. It just doesn't have very many bedrooms. This is very unlike me. I always have a house with like a million bedrooms, at least 4, but this one just didn't have it. I built the shell and I went inside and 4 bedrooms was not it. Upstairs I probably could have made like 2 kids' bedrooms if I really wanted, but I would have had to fiddle a lot more with the stairs and stuff, and I just could not be bothered. I liked how they looked, so I just went with what I thought looked nice and built the floor plan around how I thought it looked, if that makes sense. And you can see I placed a bunch of just random furniture just to hold things. I do that a lot. I just don't like to just jump in without knowing if something's gonna fit first, because then I'd have to like rework the entire layout and I would have done all this effort for no reason. And I've been trying to place the wallpaper first lately. Normally I would place furniture first and then do that, but lately I've been picking the wallpaper first just because with base game I was kind of running out of choices, so I'm not using the same things, and then it just doesn't work out. So I pick a color, like upstairs is green, downstairs is a blue, just to use that to base off my furniture choices. I tried to use a lot of dark woods because I felt like the old-fashioned vibe was dark woods, but it's a pretty traditional house. I know that's like what I build all the time is traditional houses, but I just really like it, and so I just keep building it, and I want to have fun, so I'm gonna build what I like. If you have suggestions for a non-traditional build, please let me know, because I genuinely don't even have ideas for a non-traditional build. All the ideas I have are for traditional builds because I like them, so please leave any suggestions down below of what you would like me to do. If you have any opinion on that, I welcome all the suggestions and comments. But yeah, this is a pretty standard build. You can just watch and see how I decorate it, but it's pretty traditional and keeps to my normal theme that I go for. But as always, I'm tired of talking about this build, kind of run out of things to say. So let's talk about some gameplay that I've been doing. So of course, I've been playing The Sims 3. I say this in like every video lately, but I've been playing it, of course. And I started playing with my family that I talked about in my last video, I think, or maybe 2 videos ago. I'm not quite sure which video it was. But it's a family with Dorothy and Abram, where Dorothy is a singer, Abram is a stay-at-home dad slash a daycare worker. But anyways, so I said last time that they had stopped having kids so Dorothy could pursue her singing career more. And she's doing quite well. I think she's on like level 6 now. She's booming in her career. Gracelyn just aged up from the arts academy, so she's finally back home. And they didn't re-enroll her in the boarding school because she seemed to have a lot of improvement from before, so she stayed around. And so I figured it was time for Dorothy and Abram to have another child, because Dorothy was doing well, Gracelyn's back home, Abram wants to raise 5 children from babies to teenagers. We gotta keep getting on that before they age up and they're too old. So I had them woohoo, and Dorothy became pregnant, and that was very exciting. I love to have little babies in The Sims 3. I think family is super fun, and with the daycare career, I think it's always fun to have little toddlers with the daycare worker, Abram in this case. So I thought it was quite fun. And so I was waiting around while she was pregnant, just taking care of her so we can pick the traits of the baby when they're born. And eventually she goes into labor, and it's really exciting. I can't wait to have a new baby. And she goes to the hospital. Abram goes with her. Gracelyn and Clyde stay home so they don't clog up the hospital. And in times like we are now, with illness and all that, Gracelyn and Clyde wouldn't be able to go anyway in real life, so we just kind of stick to that theme. But anyways, Dorothy goes to the hospital, and they have a baby girl. And they decided to name their baby girl Mardell. And I don't remember what traits they picked for her, but I picked nice traits because I feel like all their kids are very sweet. So it was probably like artistic or friendly or something. I don't remember what the traits were. And so I was like, okay, let's get ready to go home, their sweet nursery. And so I picked the traits. And then, of course, I had another baby. It wasn't just one, it was twins. This one was also a girl, and so we named her Bonnie to go with the Bonnie and Clyde theme. I know they're like not role models, but I had a Clyde, and I just felt it would be a good idea to have a Bonnie as well, just to keep it going, just to keep to the theme. And I picked different traits for her. Again, I don't remember, but I was like, that's so sweet. We have a girl, a boy, and then twin girls. And so we're ready to go home. But of course, there is a third baby. Triplets. I don't even have the fertility treatment trait. I have no idea why I got triplets. Like, that's not funny. I was not prepared for triplets. I'm always semi-prepared in the back of my head for twins. But triplets, I was not ready for. So the third baby was a boy, and we named him Kenneth. Of course, the old-fashioned theme continued throughout all their names. So we picked traits for him, and we finally go home, because you can't have more than 3 without mods. And I'm just overwhelmed. I cannot believe that I had triplets. I didn't even cheat for it. Why did I have triplets? Why? I didn't want that. I didn't want 3 babies all at once. Of course, I wanted 5 eventually. I didn't want 5 total kids right now. So that is stressful for me. I guess Abram got his wish. He'll get his 5 kids from babies to teens, But did we really need to have triplets? Whatever. It's fine. I had to buy another crib because we only had 2. Obviously, Gracelyn and Clyde both had their cribs that they used as babies, so I just had to buy one more. But I only had 2 bedrooms left, so I had to put 2 of the babies together, which in real life would kind of be a bummer. I feel like it would be hard for the babies to sleep together. I'm sure people do it all the time, but I would prefer if each baby had their own room, but the house just could not cut it, and I was not building another house just for the triplets. That was not happening. And of course, Dorothy gave birth on like a Sunday night, and so that Monday morning at like 9 a.m., Abram had to go to work, or he had work. They all come to him because he's a daycare worker. So they have 3 triplets, or 1 set of triplets, 3 kids in the house, all babies, plus I think 4 toddlers coming for the daycare career. My God, Abram and Dorothy were so overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed. Thankfully, Gracelyn and Clyde had school, so they didn't have to deal with anything. But that was a lot to handle. I was about to lose my mind, having 3 babies and 4 toddlers to take care of. Luckily, that playpen item from the Sims 3 store helps a lot in the daycare career, so once I feed them, change them, have a little chat with the toddlers, I can just put them in there, and they're mostly fine. I might have to change a diaper, but mostly they're good, so I could focus on the triplets. But still, that was a lot. I can't believe I got triplets. What did I do to deserve triplets? Like, I know I said I like family gameplay, and I do. I did not say that I liked having triplets. That is far too much. I can't... What are the chances that you get triplets without the fertility treatment? That was just... Oh my... I can't even think. I'm still amazed that happened, and confused, and flabbergasted. That sounds like a fancy word that I would normally never use. But yeah, so Dorothy's career is definitely on hold for a hot minute while she has triplets to take care of. I don't know when she'll be able to go back to work. It's not good that they have to rely only on Abram for money because he doesn't make a whole bunch in the daycare career, and we really needed Dorothy's income. But we don't really have a choice right now because Abram cannot take care of 4 toddlers and 3 babies, plus if he moves up in his career, he's gonna have another kid, I think. And so that'll be a child age kid. And so then he'll have to prepare meals for them after school and make sure they do their homework. And that is always really difficult to do, I think. So Dorothy can't go to work because Abram needs her help desperately. That's a bummer that Dorothy is gonna have to wait a hot minute before she can go back to work. Maybe when they're toddlers she can go back to work, but that might be a stretch. She might not be able to go back until they're children and going to school, just so we don't have to take care of them all day, and so they're not so dependent on Dorothy and Abram. But anyways, I think we're coming up to the end of the video now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If not, well, thanks for watching anyway. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment something down below, and subscribe for more videos like this. I will see you all in the next video for whatever that might be. Bye.